Maybe we're not perfectly equal, maybe we're not, but I mean, in general, like, society, I think, is trending up.
What's up, Earthlings? Welcome to Spacebar. I am Tyler Backus, here today with a very special guest, my sister, Jordan Heatwole. Jordan, say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Today we are going to be talking about the purpose of life, what's going on in this world, good versus evil, and I'm going to be asking her some questions about that. But before we begin, Jordan, would you like a drink?
Sure.
What would you like?
Scotch on the rocks with a twist.
Perfect. There you go. Can I see some ID? Perfect. All right, so what's going on? Where are we? What's the purpose of life?
Those are very big questions.
Is there a purpose to life?
Whether there's like an overall ultimate, why are we here? We're here to do something specific as humans. I don't know. I don't know that I believe that.
Do you believe in aliens?
I think it's a possibility. It's exciting to think about. It seems silly to me to think that we could be the only intelligent life forms in that vast expanse.
Do you think that there is a black and white good and evil to existence, or is it just one large gray area?
I think it's black and white. I think that collectively we agree on what is good and what is evil. We've muddied the waters a little bit, but in general, like, love is good, hate is bad. We know that. There are black and white definitions. We just want to make them grayer.
Do you think that someone could say one of the main purposes of life is to try to maximize the good that is in the world? Or do you think there's always just going to be a natural balance between good and evil?
I think that there is always going to be some sort of balance. I think you can't have good without having evil. I think, like, for one to exist, you have to have the other. Otherwise, the definition is meaningless.
So in order for one to exist, the other has to naturally exist, sort of a yin and yang type of thing.
I think so.
Do you think a good act is negated when it's done for selfish purposes? As an example of that, you see it as a very popular trend right now online of people going out and giving homeless people money or buying them dinner for that time and filming it and then making tons of money or some money off of that by posting it online and getting this feedback from people of saying, oh my goodness, you are such a good person. Do you think that that negates the act and it makes it a disingenuous act?
I don't think that it negates that you did do something good for a person. Like, they did appreciate that. They did benefit from that. Truly being that good person and not caring if anyone knows that will be seen and you will be recognized for that if you just continue to live your life that way. But when you publicize it, I think you dirty it a little.
Is everyone born with a purpose in life, or do we make our own purpose?
I would say if you have a purpose, you define it for yourself.
So you don't believe in destiny or any preordained path for anybody?
I don't. I think that there are possible paths. Everyone has many possible paths, and you make your choices.
What do you think happens when we die?
I think that that's an unknowable thing. I don't think that anyone can claim to know.
What about people who have had near-death experiences?
They didn't die. They didn't die and come back and tell us what happened.
You can't be like, oh, I almost got shot. I know what it's like to be shot. You almost did. You were near getting shot. It's not the same thing.
And I think it's great to speculate. I think it's a fun thought to have. It's fun to think about unknowable things, but I think that you need to keep an open mind when you do it and realize that you're talking about unknowable things.
If you were given the opportunity in your lifetime to travel to another planet that was populated with other species, would you go?
Would I have to go by myself?
No.
Like, take someone with me of my species?
Yep.
Then yes, absolutely.
Who would you take?
Oh, I mean, probably I'd have to take my husband.
Yeah, that's good. So say you arrived at that new planet and they had a global religion and they all worshipped some being that you had never heard of. Would you try to explain and convince them that they are wrong?
I don't think that would be my first step. I think that I would want to learn as much as I could about what they believed in, this being that they worshipped, and why everyone was so convinced of that, I think that they probably would have a pretty compelling argument. A global religion is kind of a crazy thing. We don't have that.
So, in the same vein of traveling to another planet and learning about their religion, do you think it is right or wrong for people to travel to other countries and try to convert people to their own religion and make them believe what they believe?
Yes. I do not agree with anyone trying to convert anyone. I believe that it's well intentioned. Like, I understand where like missionaries are coming from, and they think that that is their purpose and that they are doing good, and I think in a lot of instances they do good. They bring hope and positivity and comfort to people who don't necessarily have that. I think that that's great, but I think, again, to claim that you know unknowable things, condemn people who don't claim to know unknowable things, and say that the only way for them to not be condemned is to claim to know the unknowable things that you claim to know. That doesn't make sense to me, and I don't agree with it. I don't think it's the right thing to do.
Do you think it's a possibility, or do you think there's a high likelihood that we could have some sort of global understanding and work together in harmony without war for a greater purpose, even if that purpose is exploring the galaxy or exploring the universe to discover more so that we can actually start learning more about the unknowable things?
I think in a sense we kind of do. Like, we all have a general sense of right and wrong and good and bad, and love and hate and happiness and sadness. Like, we have a general understanding of all of these things that everyone collectively agrees on. And I do think as a society, like, we're trying. Maybe we're not perfectly equal, maybe we're not, but I mean, in general, like, society, I think, is trending up. I do think that that's happening. I think it's slow, and I think we get in our own ways, and our egos get in our ways, and it's going to take time, and maybe we'll never get there, but I think it's possible, yes, and I think that it's kind of just naturally happens a little bit.
Okay, everybody on YouTube, please let us know in the comments what you think the purpose of life is. What meaning do you have? Do we have a destiny? Are we on a certain path? Is there a supreme being, or are we just kind of randomness floating out in the universe? Please let us know. We don't know and we want to know. Up next, Jordan and I are going to fill out a Mad Lib and read it, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Stay tuned. A Mad Lib is a story with missing words such as adjectives, nouns, verbs, and I'm going to ask her for those types of words, and we're going to fill in the story, and then we're going to read it off. All right, give me a famous last name.
Shakur.
A weird word.
Amoeba.
A noun.
Gold chain.
A number.
70.
An adjective.
Special.
Doesn't make any sense. A noun.
Hennessy. It's very gangster Mad Lib.
Okay, that's the same word there. An adjective.
Why are adjectives the hardest? Molten.
A fun place.
Joyland.
Historical figure.
George Washington.
All right, a plural noun.
Denali's.
And a noun.
Rap battle.
All right, the name of this story is Space Exploration. Hello, my name is Shakur. I am on my way to planet Amoeba to discover the meaning of gold chains. I will be gone for 70 days. I am very special about the trip, but I will miss my Hennessy. I hear the planet Amoeba has a very molten atmosphere. They also have a great joyland. The creatures on the planet have a global religion and all worship George Washington. When I land on the planet, I am going to study their Denali's. Hopefully, this will get me closer to the meaning of life and give me a sense of rap battles.
I hope all that comes true.
That's the dream. That is the purpose of life. Again, everybody, please let us know in the comments, what's the purpose of life? What's the purpose of your life? Be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Jordan Faye Backus. Jordan, say hi to everyone.
That's not my name.